Alright, didn't worry about him in the video. He's just a guy that's upcasing the address this night after the dogs were removed from the address. Followed him back, got his details, got the van details, got the registration, and since then I've managed to figure out who he is and exactly what he could be doing. So, but this video here is about the Crown Procurator Fiscal Service for Scotland, in particular the office in Peterhead. We've had lots of difficulties with this office and trying to access the services in order to prevent a legal challenge which wasn't legal, that was being brought by the Police Service of Scotland. And the trouble we went through, and the trouble we're still going through to meet that particular office regarding the situation, has now resulted in the dogs being removed, guilty pleas being found against us. I'm now the owner of the dogs, miraculously. The police and all their lies were believed, every liar was believed, and it's incredible considering the amount of crucial evidence that we have in the case, and they've chosen to go with an allegation and put as basically circumstantial evidence. No real evidence at all. Not even enough evidence to bring a legal challenge into a court, but the bill of suspension will sort all that out. However, have a wee listen to this. This is the way we were getting treated with the Crown Procurator Fiscal Service when we were trying to access services to get this all sorted out, to stop the hate crimes that was being committed against us by multiple people in the community. It's ridiculous what's been going on. Absolutely ridiculous, and it stops now. But listen to this. It really shouldn't be addressed before the sheriff. It should be dealt with a solicitor and a procurator fiscal first, discussing issues. But because we are representing ourselves, there seems to be this anomaly that's producing itself every time at court.
There's an anomaly?
Yeah.
Which is?
The understanding before we're coming on compatibility issue. Because the Procurator Fiscal seems...
It should be really between a solicitor. You should be getting in touch with your solicitors.
Well, it's my first and foremost right to represent myself, and I'd like to talk to the Procurator Fiscal in the case. The High Court has set precedent, and there is authorities relevant to...
I'm not a legal person, so I'm sorry I don't understand exactly what it is that you're trying to say to me.
I'd like a meeting with the Procurator Fiscal.
Well, I don't know if we can do that. I'm really not sure, because I mean, there is ongoing issues with the two of you, and if you are witnesses as well as accused, the fiscal can't speak to, he can't really see witnesses or accused. So it's a bit
maybe that's the way things are done at this particular office, but the High...
No, I don't think so. No, I think that's all over actually.
You're joking.
Yes. Why would a fiscal speak to an accused person?
Because it's his first and foremost right to defend himself.
No, they can't be seen to taking the sides. I mean, he shouldn't really be. He never. It doesn't matter who you are. He doesn't see accused people.
I met with the Procurator Fiscal in Falkirk for years.
Did you?
Represent myself.
Could you maybe get in touch with him, or maybe?
Right, I'll try that. I'll come back to you in 5 minutes. I'll phone the Procurator Fiscal in Falkirk and see if he can assist me and get me a meeting with the Procurator Fiscal, like you've suggested here. Thank you.
How patronising.
That's ridiculous, that man. What a cheeky lassie, eh?
Seriously, you're not...
See, man. Come on, just keep going. Keep going, keep walking. Keep walking.
How did we speak to her here? We were actually in the hallway speaking privately.
So what's took place is I've asked for access to the Procurator Fiscal. I've never actually got as far as to explain the full reasons as to why, and each reason as to why I want the Procurator Fiscal. However, there was no way I was getting there, and the advice that I was given was wrong. There shouldn't have been any, we don't know if we can do that attitude to it. She doesn't know whether she can do it. And this is office manager S. She's worked here for 25-30 years, as we found out in the complaint, because we made it subject to a complaint. Without any further investigation, without any requirements for any further information from us, audio recordings or anything else, we got a recording back saying, we got an email back saying that the matter's been dealt with, and basically the woman's worked here for 25-30 years, and she's always been good at her job, and effectively we didn't believe what you're saying, which was not the way to be dealing with this, considering that other people within certain areas that were treating us in the very same manner, and not giving us access to the services, denying us the right to a fair hearing, while subjecting us to all sorts of abuse, trying to get us to conflict and us to be the ones that was in the office shouting and bawling, and it's never worked yet. It's never worked in 13 years, and it certainly isn't going to work now. And all these ridiculous claims that it is working, or ridiculous claims that I'm some way out there shooting in my foot, considering the amount of years and hard work I've put into this to show what's been going on in my life and who's doing what to who. Nobody's doing this to me anymore, and nobody's doing this to Kimberly anymore. This has got to stop. This must stop. This complaint is now subject to a further complaint on the Crown and Procurator Fiscal Service, which is involved in an appeal process under Section 1761, and there are compatibility minute involved in that. There's also initially a bill of suspension being raised in the entire case because Section 71 wasn't utilised when I tried to utilise it. So therefore, the whole thing's going to collapse anyway, for a million reasons. But it's investigations we want to get underway now, because we've had enough, and what's been done to us since we came to Aberdeen, it's absolutely incredible. And the way we've gathered the evidence, absolutely fantastic.